Hi everyone, this is Rio from Calsol Systems. So, Microsoft has released the new Dynamics 365 Business Central Wave 2 for review. So, these features include user experience enhancements that will automatically enable for users in production environment during October 2023 to March 2024. To take advantage of the early access period, users can try out the latest updates in the non-production environment. And here are the list of areas that has new updated features. There's a lot to cover, so I'll divide into two parts, and this video will be part one. So let's go ahead and go over these new features. So the first update is on Adapt Faster with Power Platform. Microsoft focused on two main areas, which are Power Automate approval workflows and Power BI. And they're adding more actions to Power Automate connector and more templates for automated flows using Teams. And for Power BI, they deliver additional control capability for end users in Business Central and partner who offers dashboard and reports. And here's some list on updates. So you can change modification limits for triggering flows and bulk updates. And now it's possible to build flows that react to specific business events in Business Central. And you can enable virtual tables that makes more data available between Business Central and Dataverse, which enriches integration without additional customization. And Power Automate approval flow is simplified so that users can easily use it, and there's more updates on this area. But I would like to show more about the simplified Power Automate approval flow. So there are new templates released on the last release, but this time there are several new changes. So first, the approval user setup page has been updated to indicate that a users can be approver in Power Automate flows, and that includes the ability to have multiple users as approvers for a selected flow. And the system now emits external business events for approval requests, allowing partners to create alternative approval experiences. And Microsoft has added the requester to request for approval and confirmation emails. That makes it clear who requested and who approved the change. And the approval set in the template now includes requested by to indicate that proper requester, and Microsoft is passing the user that took action in Power Automate back to Business Central and logging those actions properly into the system. And it correctly handles the cancel approval request decision on the Power Automate side. So these were the new updates on the Power Automate approval flows. So next is the application side. Here's the list of some of the updates on the application. So there's a lot of updates on this, and there's actually 17 new updates on the application side. So for example, now the item reference number field has been added to a multiple inventory management page, which makes it easier to identify and track items with item references. And businesses can now use the feature to speed up data entry on item journals and warehouse worksheets using Excel from Business Central. And now it improved to make it easier to complete count and adjust inventory processes, and increase warehouse handling efficiency by having accurate and real-time information about inventory level, locations in near a warehouse, processing stage, and other factors that affects available quantities. And now, to improve customer satisfaction, Business Central suggests that next step for sales and production order. And as I mentioned earlier, these are just part of it, so if you would like to see more updated features, I will put the Wave 2 document on the description so you can check out from there. And I would like to talk more in detail about how it improved the processes for inventory counts and adjustments. For example, you can include items into physical inventory order regardless of their availability or turnover. And in several places, data is easier to access and digest. From this release, Microsoft has added and include items without transaction fields to align the physical inventory order and physical inventory journal pages. The item reference number was added to the physical inventory recording lines, and you can also enable the adjust inventory feature by turning on the allow inventory adjustments on the inventory setup page. And the adjust inventory feature is made it useful in multi-user environments. Also, I personally thought this new feature will help many companies, so I would like to talk more on this one. So Business Central monitors the inventory status of the item on orders for you and suggests the next step accordingly. So the new reserved stock field helps users understand whether they can ship or pick for a specific order or order line. And you can see this field on fact box. For example, the sales order, it's available on sales line details. And there are three options for reserved from stock field, which are full, partial, and none. And full shows that the outstanding quantity is completely reserved from on-hand inventory, and partial indicates that the outstanding quantity is partially reserved from on-hand inventory, and none indicates that the outstanding quantity isn't reserved at all, or it's reserved from other source documents such as purchase orders. And users can go to the statistic page to check this field. And the reserved from stock field can have three options, which are full, non-partial, and full indicates that the reserved from stock on all lines is set to full, none shows reserved from stock on all lines is set to none, partial, it's all other cases. So these new features can help users for sales and production orders. And next updated area is the first Copilot and AI Innovation. With the Copilot and AI Innovation, users can finish their daily work with less effort. Copilot reduces bookkeeping efforts through improved transaction matching and natural language explanation of any proposed matches. Also, Business Central's first Copilot feature has marketing text suggestions and moves from public preview to being generally available. And next update is on country and regional. Microsoft has expanded the countries and regions for new features and Business Central itself. In combination with the built-in language offerings, Business Central is available to serve customers in more than 140 countries and regions worldwide. Then here's a list of new features like design for report, advance payment, e-submission of VAT returns are added to specific country and regions. And Microsoft is making Business Central Online available to serve customers in 150 plus countries and regions worldwide. And in this release, Microsoft plans to expand to the listed countries and regions. So check out if your country and region is now available. And for governance and administration updates, Microsoft made Business Central administrators to get more tools for managing environments, apps, and data migrations. And a new Azure Active Directory, the Azure AD role, gives a customer more granular control over their delegated administrators' access right. And improved update release processes ensures that updates run as close to the start of the update window as possible, and that updates are made available globally more and gradually. And finally, now administrators can cancel an ongoing replication run to make changes to the cloud migration setup without having to wait for a replication run to finish. And the last update for today, the legislation area. The main focus on this update is on using e-invoicing core as a foundation for local requirements and adding capability to store digitally scanning vouchers. Now, Microsoft provides legislation automation and features that are compliant with the various regulations set by government agencies so that users can focus on primary businesses. So these were the updates on Adapt Faster with Power Platform, Application, Copilot and AI Innovation, Country and Regions, and Legislation. And for more detailed updates, please check out the Microsoft document that is attached on the description. I hope this was easy to understand the new features and updates, and I will continue introducing the Business Central 2023 Wave 2 on the next video. So I'll see you there. Bye!